At the end of May, I made the long drive east towards Door County, Wisconsin, to capture the interiors of the new Egg Harbor Library for my client, HGA Architects and Engineers. The landscaping hadn't grown in yet, and we slated late summer for me to return and capture the exteriors of this beautiful project. It's been 3 months since I began photographing this project, and with a general shot list in hand and my gear all packed, it was time once again for me to make the 6-hour drive to Egg Harbor. I enjoy long road trips. They give me time to think, to be alone with my thoughts. It provides me with the quiet time I need not only to pray about the upcoming shoot, but to contemplate how I'll approach this project. After having been on site for the interior shoot and studying satellite photos and the plans provided me by the client, I'm already quite familiar with the overall layout of this building and the angles I hope to capture, assuming good weather. But the project begins to weigh heavy on my mind the further I drive toward my destination. The clouds become thicker and the rain comes down heavier. I'm concerned these thick clouds and rain will decide to hang around during my time there. No matter, I press on. I am optimistic that the sunrise will bring me dramatic skies after the storm has passed. Well, good morning, everybody. It is just past 6 o'clock. As you can see, the sky is not giving me the light that I was hoping for. I was really hoping for something more dramatic this morning. However, it's just hanging around. So I'm just looking at the different shots that the client would like me to capture for him, and then I'm also just looking at different vignettes, the little, pieces of the building that I think would show really, really well. It's a very cool building. Let me spin the cam. Even though I didn't get the dramatic sunrise I was hoping for, I continued to study the building, setting up and capturing various shots. It's a great way to begin flexing those creative muscles, so that once the light does what I want, I'm ready to quickly capture the images I see in my mind's eye. So I'm going to talk quickly about the kind of gear that I'm using today. You'll see that I'm using my Fujifilm GFX 50S, 50 megapixel medium format camera. I love this camera because it handles like a DSLR. I've shot with it handheld multiple times and have been totally blown away by the quality. I've got the Fuji 32-64 lens on here, and then I also have a 23mm lens. I love this camera due to its dynamic range, the acuity, the detail that I get out of the image. I mean, after testing it compared to the Nikon D850, nothing beats it in this form factor. I mean, nothing. So this is my favorite camera. I do not have a tilt shift lens for it though, and that really stinks. I wish I did. I wish Fuji would make one, and I'm hoping that they come out with one soon. So for now, it's being very cautious and careful with my compositions and then correcting verticals in post. Thankfully, I've got enough resolution where that's not really an issue. Of course, I'm not doing anything major or extreme for my corrections. I also shoot with a Fuji X100F. I tend to do that. I use that camera a lot when I'm running around chasing the light, getting little vignettes, and I really love that camera for verticals. The 35mm equivalent lens, I don't know, there's just something magical about that, and I think I'm going to do a whole video just on why I love the X100F and what it does for me as a photographer. But for now, it looks like the light is trying to peek through, so I'm going to see if I can catch some more pictures. Ooh, that was quick. Had to run around the building. The sun was peaking, which was really nice. The clouds have come back in a bit now, although there's blue sky starting to peek through the clouds, which is making me much happier. So this afternoon should be pretty awesome. I'm more or less finding those angles, finding those shots that I really, really like, and will keep going back to those as the light changes throughout the day, so that I can make sure that I get those images for the client that I know the client's going to love. Okay, so it's almost 5:30 at night. I am here amidst the prairie weeds, and I'm all set up for a shot. The sky has finally started to open up. I've got some puffy white clouds, blue sky coming through. The way the light, as it's coming down on the horizon, is starting to paint this building really beautifully. I'll show you the scene here in just a minute. Basically, what I've got here is I've got my GFX on the tripod, and just kind of going through my thought process here. I've raised it up as high as I possibly can in order to get just above the weeds here in the front, but also because I don't have a tilt shift lens, this allows me to just adjust things just enough to where I can kind of correct for those perspectives in camera, and then I'll just have to do a little bit of tweaking in post of correcting the verticals. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm finally getting some good shots. It's gonna be a good night. When I'm waiting for the light to come down, you know, the light gets soft. The way it paints the building, it makes me really miss home. Miss having dinner with my family, and just, even though it gets pretty noisy at the house, I miss that noise. And so when it's really quiet and I'm shooting all alone, yeah, I really start to miss them really badly. And so then to try to keep my mind off of that, keep my mind focused on the job at hand, is I keep walking around the building. I keep finding the little spots to shoot, and I just watch the way the light paints the building as it's coming down. That light, as it goes down further and further, it's angular, and yet there's this softness to it. There's atmosphere, and it's beautiful, and I love shooting at this time of day. Okay, so the sun has just set, and it's casting this beautiful purple hue of light across the building. I just captured just one of my favorites from the day. I cannot wait for you guys to see this. It is so good. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Just look at that building back there. Look at it. What an amazing night. I was up until 12:30 a.m. poring over the previous day's images, admiring the many great captures I was blessed with. After a few hours sleep, it was time to get up and capture that elusive sunrise. I head over to the location at 5 a.m. to turn the building lights on and begin setting up for what will be my last set of images from this project. As the morning light softly washes the building in beautiful hues, I click away, knowing that with each capture, I am one image closer to finishing up this project. Well, that's a wrap. Just finished shooting with my X100, and I've nailed so many good shots. I've got at least 5 good hero shots and a ton of great detail shots. But now I can't wait to get in the car, get home, see my family. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. Until next time. With each project, there are moments of highs and lows, and always a sense of bittersweetness when it's time to wrap up and head home. I'll miss the time I've spent in quiet solitude studying this building, its features, and its environment. I'll miss the beautiful town of Egg Harbor,
with her quiet streets, cute shops, and kind people. I miss my family most of all and race home as quickly as possible so I can see them again, hungry for the hugs and smiles that await my arrival.
Hi, buddy. Nice. All right. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.